15 ways to make her love texting you. 1. Look at how you two met. How did you two meet before you had her number? Were you friends? Did you ask for her number? This will help you decide what to text a girl you like and how you're going to approach her. 2. Simple texts always work. If you just met her in public, it can be tricky to send the first text. You don't know her, so what can you say? Well, don't overthink this thing. Instead, keep it simple. You can send her "It was a pleasure to meet you" text or a "Did you get home okay last night" text. You can use the initial meeting to start a conversation. 3. Ask questions. No, she's not in a job interview, so you don't need to attack her with questions, but you want to have a decent idea of who she is. So, a useful way to get information is through questions. They don't have to be overly personal. You can ask what her favorite TV show is or whether she's a vegetarian. They don't need to be deep. Save that for the date. 4. Good morning, good night text. There's just something about a good morning or good night text that makes a person feel warm inside. Those texts are simple yet effective. 5. Memes. Hello, we live in a world of memes right now. If you find out what she's into, there's probably a meme for it. Texting doesn't always mean you need to come up with something witty to say. Instead, you can send her a funny meme that will make her laugh. Just as long as it's not a dick pic, we're good. 6. Don't say, "What's up?" You don't need to text that. Nothing really good comes out of texting a girl, "What's up?" Instead, tell her what you are doing and then ask her what's up. It just gives up a better vibe and that you are into the conversation. 7. Mirror her. A good way to text someone is to mirror their text. So, if she's someone who uses emojis, feel free to use them in your text. If she's a quick replier, you don't need to wait 5 hours to send her a message. If she teases you, tease her back. Let her set the tone and adjust yourself to it. 8. Photos. No, not dick pics or faux selfies. If you are camping on the weekend, send her a picture of the view or the new bike you bought. It doesn't matter, but by doing this, you include her in your date. Plus, it gives her an idea of who you are as a person. Who knows, maybe she's really into camping as well. 9. Compliment her. Of course, only when you mean it. If you just throw compliment at her because you think she will like you more, that's not going to work. You need to be genuine with what you say. You can always tell when someone means what they say or when they're full of crap. If she looks really pretty in the photo she sent you, tell her that. Don't be afraid. Just keep the compliment clean. 10. Be flirty. You don't want to be her friend, you want to be her boyfriend. If that's the case, you need to show her you're interested in something more. So, if you are wondering what you text a girl you like and make it obvious you're interested in her, don't be afraid to flirt and tease her. Gauge her reaction and see where this stands. If you're not sure how she feels about you, ask her. Don't put yourself in the friend zone. 11. Do talk about yourself. You should ask her questions, but don't forget, she's not the only one in the relationship. You should talk about yourself as well. Let her ask questions about you and be honest with your answers. You want her to get to know you as well. 12. Call her. That's right, no one ever calls each other anymore, but the guys who do take that steps are always remembered. It's a big move nowadays and can tell a lot about a guy. To phone someone means you're really into them. When you call her, say something like, "What I want to say is too long to text," or "I can't text anymore, my fingers are cramping," and add a line that you were eager to listen to her voice too. 13. Keep the text short. If you have to write an essay out to her to get your point across, then wouldn't it be better to have this conversation in person or via phone call? Your text should be short and sweet. No one wants to read an essay, not even her. 14. Don't rely on texting. Here's the thing, texting is just used to warm up the situation between you before meeting in person. You shouldn't be spending day and night texting for a week on end. Sure, you two can text each other non-stop, but you don't want the relationship to stay on your phone. 15. Always have a goal for your text. Okay, of course, you can text her without having a goal. Maybe she popped into your mind or just want to keep the interaction fresh, I get it. But at the end of the day, your goal is to go on a date with her, right? Right. So yes, text her, but eventually, at some point, you will need to ask her out.